Hi Parklands community, I just want to give you a little update on what we're doing and how you can be involved, and especially give you some encouragement during this season. When I say season, I use that word because this time will pass. The issues being caused by coronavirus to our health, to our economy, and to our church will not last forever. So I wanted to take this opportunity and tell you that we are a community that is prepared for whatever comes our way. And I feel like we have been prepared. I feel like God has been going before us and helping us already be ready and be adaptable for the season that we are now in. The good news is that the church, which is God working in the lives of believers, in my life and your life, doesn't change. The way that we have to meet together is changing for this season, but the church itself doesn't change. And I can see God working in people's lives, and I can see the church getting stronger and stronger and increasing during this season. So I wanted to just give you some encouragement and share with you a few points and areas where you can take action or things that you could consider. We all know from preaching that we've heard that number 10 is the number of testing in the Bible. So I have 10 points for you, very brief and very quick, because we are in a time of a test. Number 1, exercise faith. You have been called and chosen to live by faith. Faith in the goodness of God and in the ability of God. I encourage you to pray and don't worry, to have peace and not panic. Focus not on the bad reports, but focus and instill confidence in people in the great things that God is doing in and through the church. Scripture says we walk by faith and not by sight. Number 2, comply. It's not that hard. Do the things that your leaders and the authorities in this nation are asking us to do. If you've contracted the virus or you have virus-like symptoms or been in contact with someone with the virus, go and see a doctor, and whatever protocols they tell you to follow, follow them. We need to be diligent and do what's requested. Practice great hygiene. Wash your hands for 20 seconds with soap. Use hand sanitizer. Try not to touch your nose, mouth, face, all those things. Sneeze into the pocket in your elbow or into a tissue. Practice social distancing. All the things that we've been asked to do, let's do those things. If you are 60 or 70 or 80 or 90, or you find yourself in a high-risk category, you've got respiratory problems existing or depressed immunity or any other factors that would make you at risk, please be extra cautious during this time. Number 3, consider the needs of others. I'm not impressed when I see people running around saying, I don't care about the virus and I won't get sick and Christians should have more faith and all those things. I'm not impressed at all. We shouldn't do anything that causes other people to be anxious, even if we have high levels of faith and high levels of revelation in what God can do and we feel confident. We shouldn't do anything to cause other people whose faith is different to ours to stumble or be concerned. Paul is very clear about this in Scripture, that those who are strong should bear with those who are weak. And so please be considerate of people whose faith is at a different level to yours. Number 4, be flexible. The things we're being asked to do as a nation change day by day, hour by hour. Meeting restrictions, closures, limiting of food purchasing, changing of opening hours and times. Even the church has to be flexible. Meeting sizes are changing, spaces are changing, places are changing, and the allowances that we need to make, they will all change. Can we eat together? Can we worship together? Will we be allowed to connect in homes? All of these things, we're not sure about what our fellowship together is going to look like. And so I encourage you to be flexible. Scripture says, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. It says each day has enough trouble of its own. Number 5, practice social distancing, but be closer than ever before. We've been asked to practice social distancing, but that doesn't mean isolation. If you have to have a distance between people for some reason, we are committed and determined to make sure that Christians work harder than ever before to be closer than ever before. Now is not a time for isolation. Now is a time to text people, to call people, to message people, to check up on people, to visit people, to drop in on people, to find out how we can pray for people and how we can serve others during this time. Scripture says, do unto others as you would desire that they would do unto you. Number 6, be prepared. I'm encouraging all people who are part of our community to be prepared. Stock up a little. Do not panic buy, but stock up a little. Make sure you have everything that you do need if there are closures or quarantine periods that go on for a few days or a week. Make sure you have all your medications. Make sure you have credit on your phone. Make sure you have a little bit of food, enough to get you through a little time, and all the household items that you need. Make sure that if you can't get something, that you ask your family or your friends or your Connect group or your Connect leader, or even ring the church and assist you. Don't panic, and don't be overly consumed about what you don't have. Focus on what you do have, and we'll help you get those things that you need. Number 7, give. Now is not the time to stop giving. As a matter of fact, giving is more important now than ever before. If you're tithing, continue to tithe. And if you're tithing online, continue to do that. If you're not tithing, now is a great day to start tithing. Giving and tithing has always been an important part of God's plan, and that has never changed. If our meetings are restricted and we can't meet here and you normally give by cash or by FPOS, I encourage you, as I said before, be flexible. Ask someone to help you and learn how to give online. If you're not able to do that, you can come down to the church offices and see one of the staff during the week and give cash during the week, or we can help you use an FPOS machine at any time that you come down. There's over 2,200 verses in the Bible on money, on wealth, on possessions, and on generosity. And it's important to God. It always has been, and it remains today. So keep your giving strong during this time. Number 8, be excited. I'm already noticing great changes in our church community. I've seen that people are being more obedient, they're being more alert, people are better connected, hospitality is rising, sharing one to another is going on at new levels, people are joining connects. It's a great time to be excited and be proactive about the church. People have been ringing me and emailing me and inboxing me, telling me we could do this during this season, we could do that. They're sharing ideas about how we can meet, how we can grow each other's lives, how we can strengthen the life of our church, how we can reach out, and how we can be more effective. So I'm excited that people are excited about the future and church life more than ever before. Scripture encourages us to rejoice even during difficulties and during suffering. Number 9, join a connect. Join a connect. I'm not prophesying anything, but I'm expecting there could be even greater restrictions than what we face now. And the answer to meeting, to continuing to serve the purposes of God is going to be connecting in homes. We already have numbers of homes all throughout Logan West and Logan Central where people are meeting. If you're part of a connect, stay in that connect. And we will be able to meet through connect. We'll be able to have communion together, anoint one another with oil together, pray together, share one another's burdens, encourage one another, solve problems. But we'll also be able to watch online worship that's been pre-recorded by our band, preaching and devotions that have been done by some of the team. We'll have questions to encourage, challenge, grow your faith. And so if you are in a connect, you're all sorted. If you're not in a connect, you need to get into one today. Either contact a connect leader or ring the church office or someone that you know that's part of a connect. There is a connect we will find that will suit you and be just right for you. Last, number 10. Remember that you are loved and strategize right now and set your course right now that you and your family will not drop out of church community and church life over the next week, month, or extended period. Set your course right now. Determine right now that you are going to make sure you keep building your own faith, the faith of your friends and family, and that you are going to stay connected to your church. Scripture says you are the light of the world. Don't go missing. Scripture says you are the city on a hill. Stay visible. Be connected with your church family. Scripture says you're salt and light. Keep being the person that helps others, that changes circumstances and situations. Do not get isolated. The enemy to our faith and to our churches wants us to drop out. You know, if Scripture recommended dropping out, I'd recommend it. But Scripture does not recommend dropping out. As a matter of fact, it recommends that we hold on. And I'm reading to you an encouraging passage from Hebrews chapter 10, and verse 24 says this: "And let us consider how we may spur one another on towards love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together." Not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. Church, thanks for tuning in, or thanks for watching. I really want to encourage you during this season not to go missing, not to be overly concerned. Be proactive, get connected and join in with whatever we're doing online. We're meeting outdoors, we're meeting in connect groups, whatever it is. Just be connected, and God can do a great work. He can change the landscape of our church and set us up and make us stronger. You know, whatever people think is going to go wrong, I know God has a plan to turn this around and make this an amazing time in the life of a church. Thanks for being part of our church, and like I said before, please reach out if you need anything. You are loved, you're valued, and there are people here waiting to serve you and help you in any way. Thank you. Have a great week.